I'll admit it. I'll admit it. This chili is dank. Mm. I ate this soup disgustingly fast. This is basically my second bowl. As turns out, I wasn't depressed. I just needed more protein. Mm. Delicious. Mm. You didn't already know, Costco sells ground turkey in like a 3-pound pack. Delicious. Hey, is that you, Max? Mm. Baby No Money sounds exact like Little Gravy right now. It's so good. I've eaten so much squash. I'm really bad about that when I'm cooking. I'll just like have like a cheeky little bite. And then by the end of it, I've already eaten like a portion of it. I'm starting to think that that's why like my grandmother and my aunt used to like wait to eat until everybody else had been served because they'd like technically already eaten. Little chef secret. Turns out you get to eat before everybody if you cook. Mm. The best part about soup is it's like hydrating and delicious. I don't remember if I took the bay leaf out of this or not. Did I just eat a whole bay leaf? Possible. I just full soup to the dome. Delicious. Hello, hello. Oh, whoops. Wonder if I'm still on. One second. I don't remember if I'm in the right category on Kick yet. Nope, of course not. Okay. You're on Kick yet. Nope, of course not. Okay. Sorry, the Last of Us stream is going to be tomorrow. Everybody voted. During its regularly programmed time, but it's probably going to be a short one. I have to I get to corner a fight on Saturday. Okay, so that one's corrected now. Okay. Bit of an echo there. Sorry, I forgot to mute the site. Okay, so for whatever reason, Twitch is correct, not Kick. Okay. So we are going to start with a little story that ties into this TikTok. Pause that. We can get back to Baby No Money in a minute. Back to the tiny cam. All right. I'll play this TikTok for you guys, get you guys settled. Oh, whoops.
This is a terrible take.
Everyone's freaking out about the 50-year mortgage that just dropped, but I think it's pretty genius.
Keone, I love and respect.
It's not.
But this is a terrible take. Just a little bit. James Bond and Japan. Then we'll have a lightning round. If you were to...
Yeah.
But there's an issue. You may see that $200 difference as the make or break between you getting a home or not getting a home, but there's a problem. Pop quiz. Which one has a higher interest rate? A 30-year mortgage or a 15-year mortgage?
30.
If you said the 15-year has a lower mortgage rate, you'd be correct. Taking that same logic, I would say that a 50-year...
Didn't you just ask what was the higher mortgage rate?
Likely have a higher interest rate than a 30-year mortgage, mainly because it's a riskier term for the bank to divvy out. So rerunning the numbers, assuming that 50-year mortgage had a 7.5% interest rate on top of it, you're actually only saving about $78 every single mortgage payment. Like I said, just a little bit. In the lightning round, I'll discuss more of the financials around why it's a stupid decision, but let's go to number 2, James Bond. Name is Bond. Well, in this case, it's just...
Anyway. Just a little teaser there. So basically, they're introducing a 50-year mortgage, which is ridiculous and dumb. So the reason that that is dumb is because you end up spending way more over time, and it has a higher interest rate, and because it has a higher interest rate, you will be paying more for a greater period of time. And then the likelihood that you will default on that loan, and then the bank will take back their investment much higher. And this leads us into a story time for you guys. Back in the day, I used to be a midnight ballerina. And then I went on a cheeky little vacation. And in going on that little vacation, when I returned, everyone was so happy. And they were like, "Oh my God, Riley, instead of being $20 a dance, now it's going to be $25 a dance, but it's great because we get $20 and the house takes $5." And I thought I was having a brain aneurysm, and so I wiped off the board and I said, "Hold on a minute. This is something you cheered for." Now, I'm not the best at math, mind you. Math and technology are my weakest qualities, I think. So I go onto the whiteboard and I say, "Okay, before we were getting $20. And of that $20, $2 went to the house. And now $20 goes to the house. Or $20 we get to keep. And $5 go to the house." So essentially, these hoes celebrated a 20% cash grab. I was gone for a week. It was absolutely preposterous. So you really need to do the math when somebody's going to try and sell you something like that, because they thought, "Oh yay, we don't have to do any math at the end of the night. We just get to keep all the 20s in our pocket, and then all the 5s will just get divvied off, to the house." And I'm like, these bitches. That was the moment I knew that there was never going to be a stripper union. Oh, is it gonna tell me about... But yeah, to answer the question from the Discord, if I could give up chocolate or cheese, or I guess not give up, but become magically allergic to one, I think I choose chocolate because there's so many more dessert. Like for example, like y'all are sleeping on caramel. You know what I mean? Like caramel's delicious. That's a trigger. Oh, I don't know left and right, turns out. So is everybody going to do like a great big Thanksgiving? Because what is that in? Let's see. Today is the 13th. We got 2 more weeks till Thanksgiving. Do you guys finalize your plans? Also, I'm curious if any of you guys have like a designated dish you bring to Thanksgiving. I'm always curious about that. I personally like to make I like to make the rolls. I like to make the dinner rolls because I like to I do like a little technique that makes them into little fat turkeys, which I really enjoy. Plus, like, the rolls are great for everything. You can eat them by themselves, you can dip things in them. You know, they're great for, you know, being a lever for other things to get in your mouth. I would say I do the pies, but I don't actually make the pies anymore. The other gal makes them, which is pretty awesome because the pies are a lot of work. Turns out you gotta be real strong to be a baker. I am a far better inventory manager because I have the limp wrists of a bureaucrat. And they really like... I gotta go on my daily collections over here. My friend Harper wants to do a Friendsgiving, which I'm really excited about, but she is at any moment going to be in active labor. But I need her to make me a Midwest casserole so very badly. So I'm trying to figure out how to get that figured out as well. But my luck is I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I can come hang out on like Monday or whatever, and I'll like rearrange it, and then she'll go into labor. And then I will selfishly be thinking about that Midwest salad she can make me. It's like, okay, hey, a lot of you guys are from the Midwest. Maybe you guys can solve this for me. There is a Midwest salad, and it has like for sure has cranberries in it. It has celery for some reason. It has apples, walnuts, and I think Jello, but I don't know what it's called. It's my absolute favorite, like, Thanksgiving staple. It has, like, not like a fully, like, Jello consistency, but it is, like, my absolute favorite. And, you know, my mother-in-law made, like, made, like, a pistachio salad the other day, which I always get, me and Jumax get a real kick out of the fact that the Midwesterners call things that are salad that have no godly reason being called a salad. But she made a pistachio salad the other day, and it was really good, but it's mostly just like, I guess, like green marshmallow fluff. And it's tasty, but like, I don't know, it's just something about that like cranberry one that like just drives me nuts. Love it. Ooh, what's this? I've already picked up my daily reward. I want to go see my baby Retzko. We're gonna go see Retzko, you guys. Retzko, my darling. Love you, Retzko. This sweet little red panda. Oh, Retzko. We'd be so happy together. Give you this. Get this for you. I don't know why all these office workers complain about emails. Like, I understand the concept of like a like a pointless email, but emails in general, I'll take an email over a meeting any day. You know what I mean? And I don't know, I guess I've never worked at a company where like emails are 90% of what you do, but that just means that the company is like bad. You know what I mean? There's always something to do. Like the little back and forth between distributors and stuff, that gets me going. You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean that, the pallet of peaches has been delayed? Where are my pallet of peaches? You know what I mean? And then I have to talk to like James in distribution, and he's like, "Oh, well, they got put on the wrong truck. I need to talk to my guy." I'm like, "James, these needed to be here yesterday. You're gonna need to compensate me. Like, we're gonna need we're gonna need some comped cherries so I can make some cherry compote. Like, that'd go a long way to assuaging this." And he'd be like, "No, that's crazy. Like, those are market price." I'd be like, James, buddy, been a customer of yours for how long, James? James, since probably before you were in the company. So what you're gonna do to make up for this gross oversight is you're gonna figure out a way for those cherries to end up on that truck. James will be like, "That's crazy, like obviously we can't let one of our highest dollar fruits go." And I say, "Aha, James, that's where I've got you. Because if I wanted to gouge you, James, if we're gonna really fuck you, James, I would have asked for comped raspberries. Better yet, seedless raspberry compote. That's how you'd know I had it out for you, James. You've played your hand, James." But like those conversations, like, corporate wise, those are fun. You know what I mean? And I think part of the reason why I didn't ever have to do very many emails is because all of my bosses were like really old. Like one of them had a flip phone, and that was like 5 years ago. He had a flip phone, and that thing was his only way to be contacted. You needed to show him something, he needed to show up on site. Which kind of just seems like a way for him to like kind of fuck around and not do the stuff he's actually supposed to be doing. But can't knock the man's game for that. Well, well, well. Open that chest. Show me your chest. You're not gonna let me open it? It must already be open, I guess. Hmm. Where is this missing luggage? Whoop. Didn't want that. I probably have way too many screenshots on here that are completely useless. This visitors multiplayer. Really? No, it's not collections. No, I need to be up there. You don't understand. I have urgent business at the top of this mountain. Ugh. Fine. Resco, my love. Our tryst will have to wait. Ooh. So I'm gonna give her more gifts before I leave. Resco, my darling. Uh, I get you some toasted almonds, Resco. Also, I think that probably gonna be my most. Oh, hello. Welcome, welcome. What I need. Yoink. How about you? Is there something that you always bring to, well, I bring to the table seems a bit much, but you know, what's your like go-to like party dish? I always feel like, like I said, bread is probably a real good go-to. This is find the lost luggage. Yeah, but where is the lost luggage? If I could figure out what that Midwest salad is, I could probably. Oh man, I wonder if I could have her make me like an absurd amount of that, like 3 months worth. I gained like 15 pounds over the holiday, and it's just in Midwest salads, just taking that straight to the dome. I wonder if that Midwest diet is what makes so many serial killers over there, because they're just like, ah, God, I gotta have it. Like, for example, guys, I wasn't upset yesterday. I wasn't in a mood. I just needed more protein. And the moment that I got like 2 bowls of this turkey chili in me, it's like a pop tamale. You know what I mean? It was fantastic. Like the colors are brighter, sounds are crisper. Turns out I just didn't have enough protein. What an absurd problem I continue to find myself with. See, this is why if someone would just give me like an elk liver that I could freeze dry, I'd be putting that in everything. Putting it in scrambled eggs and shit. I bet I'd be unstoppable if I just had the correct amount of protein in my diet. Like the right amount of iron. Be fucking unstoppable. You'd already have like 6 books already, probably. Instead of me just being like, oh, my neck hurts. Coming down with a bit of a cough too. So I have been drinking coneflower tea with honey. I know, like what a chore, right? What I should have done is, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna make this like a soup week. I make a fuck ton of soup. So in the event that I do get sick, I'll have like a week's worth of meal prep done. Just on the offhand, I need it. Whee! Because I still have like 2 pounds, maybe a pound and a half of chanterelles. Maybe we'll hang out with Hello Kitty. Have her cook with me or something. This is a late stream, you guys. I didn't get going. But that is the consequence of... Oh, okay, what does she want? What do you want, kitty? Tell me. Oh, this is the last lesson. Kitty, say it ain't so. Okay. Gonna trip me out. Right trigger. Okay, so square is X. Sure what that's about. Oh, yes, a cookie! Oh, everything's coming up cow today. Look at that, you guys. This is a cranberry oatmeal macadamia. That turkey chili is really good. It's fantastic. Will you get me a paper towel? Did you candy this? I might get a bell pepper on the bottom of this. It was so good. It's tasty, thank you. Delicious. So now I've achieved Master Chef level. Nice. I feel like that was a quest item. Where am I supposed to get that Retzko decorating kit to? Yes, kitty. Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm getting spoiled as hell with all this food. Where was any of this when I was hangry yesterday? Oh, no. I'm gonna give her one of these little bugs. Do you think she's eating the bugs? Critter friend ability. What's that? I'm gonna get that immediately. Notice I'm not giving her any of the pumpkin spiders because those are for me. Those are my pumpkin spiders. Yes. What's the next one? What does that do? Nice. I think something that I would like to bring to like festivities would be carved fruit. There's never really a reason for me to do all that. I think back in the day I used to carve stuff into like the sides of watermelons and stuff. I think I did that at a Friendsgiving. I carved like a real pretty rose into the side of it. But unless you're certain that you're going to like, unless you're certain you're going to go through like all of the fruit and stuff, it makes it really hard to store. Like, yeah, I could make a great big dragon out of like a bunch of different fruit, but like why? I like making little birds of paradise out of apples though. That's fun. And if I was going to like deglove a bunch of citrus, I would probably make like little butterflies and stuff like that again. I like doing that. You have to have a really nice sharp knife though. Have you been keeping up in the Discord? I'm not permitted to have a nice sharp knife because hubby worries that I am too clumsy with it. And he'd be right because I had to send in our like anniversary knife to get sharpened. Not once, not twice, but 3 times in the span of a single year. Pretty embarrassing, but now it is a more manageable size. Main way. I think for fish generally, I think you freeze them, but you have to do it to things that don't naturally freeze. You know what I mean? So I think a tropical fish you would freeze them. That's how we used to do it in I wanted to say fishing game, but not fishing game. In like FFA or whatever. We had like aquaculture and stuff like that where we would have like captive trout. And you just put them all into a bag and you put them in the freezer. And then they just kind of go to sleep. But yeah, I think for lobsters you can either I think there's like a knife to the head technique, something like that. I try not to dispatch things in a way that I would find reprehensible for myself. So I'm partial to cervical dislocation, but that's more like mammals, I guess. You making some lobster? You have a lobster for Thanksgiving? Damn, Max, I didn't know you got it like that. My mother-in-law makes a fucking fantastic lobster bisque. That was another thing that my chef teacher really didn't like. It used to really piss him off that Campbell's has a tomato bisque because traditionally bisque is reserved exclusively for like a seafood soup. And so the fact that they got kind of grandfathered in before that was more widely available and known, I guess, really used to piss him off. But I love like a nice, I guess it's sort of not technically a tomato bisque, but like tomato soup with like little bits of tomato in it. Yeah, of course I'm gonna assume a brother has money if he's making lobster. Who the fuck's eating lobster if he ain't got no money? You eat clams if you ain't got no money. Bottom. Ooh, that's cute. Little honey bandits. Adorable. You got a little guap? Just say that, homie. The lobster is notoriously difficult to get right. If you do it wrong, it'll be chewy. So you gotta do it absolutely perfect, where it's like rubbery. The only two places I've ever had lobster that was really properly done was, well, I guess outside of like culinary school or whatever, would be my mother-in-law's lobster. She does a real good job. And then there's this place that's like, I guess what you would consider like the ritzy restaurant here. It's called Chandler's, and they do a really good lobster bisque. They do it. I think they have like a bourbon cream sauce or something like that they put with it. It's been a minute, but that shit was good as hell. I went in there all half baked and shit, and I was like, oh my god, it's insane. Don't worry about where I'm getting my lobsters. I don't think you're supposed to eat anything out of the lakes up there, dog. Don't you be doing like the Haitians and trying to just like snatch up swans at the park? I bet swan tastes terrible. They got a lot of hate in their heart. And if one thing culling poultry has taught me is that the most hateful birds taste the worst, and that's why they go in soup. I'm gonna need to like put like little stickers on here. Re-stick these. Oh, those are pretty cute. I think I already own those. Plenty wallpaper, wreath. Wreaths go on doors. I don't know why they won't let me put it on a door. There's a plenty tree. All of these are like outdoor things. Why would I put those in my house? The ounce. School bed. Tree hearth. And this lost luggage thing is really messing with me. Oh. Is that lobster connect? I have a story about lobsters. So, I got this uncle, right? When he was young, he was what we used to call him the spa boy, because his job was like making sure everybody's like pools and stuff had the proper pH. Turns out if it smells like chlorine, it doesn't have enough chlorine in it. But he got some great deal on a couple blue lobsters, and he was like, ah, that's how I'm gonna make my money. I'm gonna put it in the stock tank because my girlfriend is a barrel racer. I'm gonna put it in my stock tank, and then I'm gonna put these tilapia in there to eat the algae, and then I'll make all my money back basically on these 4 lobsters, right? And we were like, okay, but he makes this beautiful habitat for these critters, right? He comes back a week later, no lobsters. Tilapia are fat as hell though. What's that dude doing? Oh, funny enough, my aunt just sent me a video. They just got back from Mexico, and she was petting a bunch of tigers, and she was like asking this guy if a jaguar is a puma. I'm like, nah, you're thinking of a mountain lion. Um, Pumas are like cougars. I think they have a literal puma in South America though, but it's like basically just like a South American cougar. Panthers are like jaguars and leopards, I'm pretty sure. What about a skunk? You got a skunk connect? One day I'll have an army of skunks. Cause somebody will just roll up, just get doused. And I'll pay them in eggs and sweet potatoes and roosters that displease me. And whoever comes up here and picks this house is gonna have like a beautiful koi pond and a little garden. This is like a luxury home right here. And a grotto. Let's see, they might even have a private zip line. I think if I was gonna have skunks, I would have like three. Like three skunks. They're so naughty though. Such naughty little critters. I don't think they're nearly as naughty as raccoons though. But part of the problem with having like a skunk or a raccoon as a pet is like their greed. You know what I mean? Like all the videos of like house skunks that I see, the skunk is like pissed off that they're not giving it like more snacks. And the skunk is just fat as hell. And having a squirrel of my own, I understand that. Because I told you guys I was trying out like a new recipe for her. I got an order from Smalls because hubby sent me an advertisement from them, and I thought, you know what? I'll try it out. Let's see if we can't get Mr. Kitty into the proper weight class. He needs to be like cruiser weight. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna get this fancy food for Mr. Kitty, and like, I guess if the other cats like get a little bit more weight on them or whatever, I'll just deal with that as long as Mr. Kitty like has the proper weight class, right? So we get the shipment, and Mr. Kitty eats like a thimble's worth of this like smooth fish pate, which smells amazing, by the way. It looks like Thanksgiving stuffing too. And Runts is trying to gorge himself on it, and I'm like, Runts, please. Like, this is for your brother. Like, your brother needs this, and he's just like, but I'm starving. I need to dress him up like a little piggy for Halloween, because he'd be perfect for it. And then Squirrel sneaks in, eats the rest of his food. I'm like, Squirrel, if you're gonna eat up all of your brother's food, you're not gonna have any room for the fancy churros I bought you. And she heard churro, and then horked everywhere. And then here's the thing. I know you're thinking, like, oh, maybe she just, like, had an upset tummy. No. This cat, dead ass, looks at me like, tummy's empty now, mommy. And I was like, oh my god. She's like a Roman empress. This cat, I swear to God, has commissioned that we have a vomitorium so that she can indulge herself more. Like a fat little socialite. I mean, talk about unbelievable. This is the kind of greed they used to talk about in the Bible with that cat. I'm gonna give him crabs. Nice. How many chickens and eggs am I willing to negotiate? I think probably 10 chickens and maybe like, I don't know, a dozen eggs a week I could probably carry. Let's see, how much do you think 3 skunks would eat? I mean, they couldn't be more than a cat, right? I think I'm already best friends with Kitty. I'm not sure why I'm doing all this. Oh, a kitty cat tummy to pet. That's nice. That's nice. A little creamy tummy to pet. A little creamsicle. No. Let me get your little rabbit feet. Let me get your, yeah. Spread your piggies so that I can rub your feet. You don't even have thumbs. I don't know why you get so testy about that. You literally can't rub your own feet. It's impossible for you. Right? You know a chicken, like, compensation for a chicken's about 20 bucks? I think that's crazy. Like, if my chicken is, like, a breeding chicken, I feel like I should be able to, negotiate more for that. I ever told you guys that, like, her little latex hat or whatever really trips me out? Not a fan. I told you guys a little bit about the monk, but I used to know this guy. 6 eagle eggs? No, I don't need any eagles. That'd be different if I lived, like, at a higher elevation, I guess. There's a real problem with, like, rattlesnakes up there. You know, people use eagles to hunt snakes. I'm down for that. But you have to do, like, 6 years of falconry to, like, technically be able to have an eagle. Or be Mongolian. And unfortunately, I don't think I could pass for Mongolian. Haha, got it. Also, can we talk about how fucking ridiculous it is that people don't put their carts back at the store? That shit drives me crazy. Like, we get to the store the other day, and there's 2 carts just, like, clear in the back of the, oh, it's just back to Hello Kitty. There's these 2 carts just, like, chilling in the middle of the walkway, and that should piss me off, because, like, I mean, yeah, like, the likelihood that somebody, like, in a wheelchair is gonna be this far out in the parking lot is probably pretty low, but that's crazy. You got Mongolians in Michigan? Oh, nice. That's tasty. Okay, show me these quests. I don't know how to do this quest. Okay, so one of the luggages is over here, allegedly. I think that's bullshit, but... Ah, okay, so... The fact that it's a Choco Cat is gonna get me canceled, isn't it? Hey, I guess I need to get in that, I guess it has something to do with this chest, but I don't have an ocean-themed key. So, I don't know how to get... Yeah, I see no package. I'm not really sure why Choco Cat's following me. I clearly clicked that dialogue option, but I have no recollection of that. Yoink. Ooh. Okay, it says right here. What's in the package? What's in the box? Okay, how do I open an ocean chest? First, I send this. Finish out that message. How to open ocean chest. Hello Kitty. I have to be better friends with Hello Kitty. Impossible, right? How could I possibly be better friends with Hello Kitty? I think it says only level 11, I guess. If you got to pick one of the Hello Kitty people, would you pick Choco Cat? Is it because he's a black cat? Okay, I'm already almost friends like that with Hello Kitty. Okay, there we go. I was just a little behind. Nope. He only likes books. Isn't that funny? Oh, no, I didn't mean to give him the snack. That's fine, though. Not like I need more snacks. Like, doubled up on Hello Kitty love. Did I get all of hers? Yep, I got all of hers. Hello, hello. You can get some of these cactus business. Oh no, that's what I... Okay. I didn't need more cactus things. Ooh, I should try and make that though. I was thinking about maybe streaming on Saturday, but I don't know how that would work at the venue. We're gonna be doing a Muay Thai tournament that day. Yeah, let's see. Nope, I guess I can't collect that. Can I take this apart and switch the buttons? What are the normal button layouts? Export. Out. XB. Ooh, Oracle reading. Oh, oh, a cat tummy for luck. Nice. Keep the fit. I'm just in like my cozy clothes. So like brown sweats, neutral tone top. Or do you mean for on Saturday? Because I'm probably just going to be in like kind of a gym fit, sort of. All right. Top, middle, or bottom cut? Oh, you're so cute. Oh, I love a sleeping cat. He's like, stop bothering me. I'm taking a nap. No cut. First one, you got tree trunks, stability, loyalty, reliability. Then for your present, you got the moon, which is phases, cycles, intuition. And for your future, you got seeds, new ideas, hope, open-mindedness. Oh, let me get your toes. Get your toes, Mr. Kitty. You're so cute. Did you eat the turkey I gave you? You didn't even eat the turkey I gave you. He was all trying to like want it up on the counters, and I was like, no, Mr. Kitty, you don't get any of this tasty turkey chili. And then I like saved him a nice big piece of turkey to give to him, and he doesn't even want it. He doesn't even want the piece of turkey I gave for him. Milk bread, nice. I didn't know I could do that. I need to have like a database of these so that I can like put them in here. Oh, you're so cute. A little cutie patootie. Okay, so I learned how to make milk bread. Let's cook that. We haven't made that yet. We're gonna basically make all of the things. Is it gonna be, oh, just regular cake? Banana just makes regular cake? Yeah, I'm always wearing cozy clothes. I'm cozy. I dress like a goblin when I'm outside. Is that what y'all want? You guys are sick. You guys just want to see my winter burqa fit. Ooh, yeah, let's see what that makes. Ooh, yum, a pastry. Yeah, let's make macarons. Oh no, that's not food. Okay. Yeah, if my clothes were any cozier, I'd be in like a onesie or something. Ah, yes, creatures of the night. Okay, so I made all of the food that I can possibly make. And an event for today, I guess. When I get another little burst of energy, I'm gonna make another vat of soup. I'm probably gonna make like 16 quarts of soup today, which is pretty crazy. But I am sharing that with like, you know, my grandmother and stuff. So, you know, crazy enough, hubby doesn't like eat soup, so it's mostly just me getting all up on this soup. I mean, you own a set of cow sleepers. No, they're not cow slippers. Um, they are like the little strawberries. The little strawberry slippers. Mr. Kitty, he's sleeping so funny right now. He's like just got like one leg just flung wide open. Be aware. Crazy cat. I was dressed like a homeless person a minute ago when I was cleaning out the chicken coop. 'Tis the season, you know what I mean? But one, it's freezing outside. And two, you don't want to be breathing that kind of dust in, you know what I'm saying? My roommate was like, "You're gonna get like mesothelioma being out there." And then she's like, "Wait, I'm pretty sure that's from asbestos." And I'm like, I mean, who knows what these chickens are made of, you know what I mean? I asked hubby yesterday, I was like, how do I make like a cute little cow print hoodie? I think that'd be so bomb. I want to make like a strawberry milk cow, like, type of fit. And he's like, that's impossible, you silly, stupid cow. And I was like, what? That's crazy. That'd be so cute. I would do like the pink one for girls, and then I would do like a Holstein sort of colored boy, like one for boys. But I don't think that the guys would wear that though. I think I'd have to make like, I don't know, like a fire one or something. I don't know, maybe you guys would get down with some like pink cow print, but maybe I'd probably just have to make like a cute keychain or something. I feel like y'all aren't brave enough for my fits. I just dress you guys like assassins. Speaking of, I ordered an assassin hood, which is basically just like a medieval version of a shiesty, and that should be here soon because I can't let my little nose get cold when I'm out doing chores. It's just too cold. Need to figure out how those girls do those like great big gigantic braids, like just huge like Fifth Element style braids for when I'm doing chores and stuff, because I feel like that would hold on to my headlamp better. I'm supposed to... For goth feet. I feel like goth girl feet are just the same as regular girl feet, are they not? Or would... I guess they maybe they'd have like black nail polish or something. Like a little toe ring. I like a nice toe ring every now and then. I remember one day I was back in the Disney. I was selling pictures of my feet specifically. That was a request. I don't know why that became such a request, but like I have little hobbit feet, so I'm not really sure like what the allure of that is. But the day that I'm gonna like take this picture, right, I immediately got like hives all over my foot because I'd spilled some contaminant or whatever. And I was like, I call up my buddy Max. I'm like, Jew Max, I've got a problem. And he's like, what? And I'm like, you're never gonna believe this, but I have hives all over my feet. And he's like, you've got to be kidding. I'm like, no, I don't know what to do about it, dude. And he's like, ugh, send me the pictures. I'll try and salvage something. But I was just like, wow, this is, oof. Like, of all the days to get spontaneous hives, that was one of the craziest. I don't even know what I was allergic to. Sometimes I just get like random allergies to shit. Like, would snitch on the homies immediately for goth girl feet pics. That's crazy. I feel like goth girl feet, like goth girl like hands, are probably like low key a little clammy. Like, I'm not saying that's like a bad thing, but I don't know. I feel like pale girls just have clammy skin. And why feet pics? Like, of all the pics, like, I think I understand the allure of a titty pic for sure. Like, booty pics, absolutely. I used to get designated as like the designated booty pic person at the club. That was nice. I worked with this one girl, and she had an ass that was like a nice like honey baked ham, just like real thick, and it had like that real good jiggle to it. I get it. I don't really have the right equipment to like appreciate that to the fullest, but I mean, no judgment, man. Like, you like what you like. I do judge, but I don't know, not really so much for that, I guess. Yeah, like, there's weirder things to like. Like, my one homie, he's gay. No relation. And, his thing was firemen. Like, exclusively firemen. Like, he needed that, like, mustache, like, biblically. He needed that bad. I think he dated, like, 2 or 3 firemen. It was crazy. One of them was German, which was kind of hot. He'd just be, like, spouting some crazy German shit through the walls when he was hitting it. You know, good for those two. They had a real good run, but I don't think they were ultimately very right for each other. Oh, hey, Crypto, what's up? But yeah, I think I saw something about that, like, that thing I sent you. I sent Cryptid, like, kind of, what was that? When did I send that to you? Like, 3 in the morning or some shit like that? I realized that after the fact that, like, that's probably a bit of a random message to be getting at that time of day, but I saw a nasty, freaky cryptid creature, and I was like, you know who would love this? Cryptid. And I think when I was looking at that thing, it's from, I want to say it's from a show called The Ritual or something. It's basically these guys, like, go on a hiking trip or something like that, and then they end up in this, like, nasty cult cabin. It was really scary. I watched it with one of my old roommates, and she was like, you gotta watch this movie, and I was like, okay, cool. And it kind of took forever to get to the plot, but the monster reveal That monster is like so satisfying because it's like unsettling, but anatomically I feel like it fits. And I guess the whole thing was it's supposed to be like some nasty like creature from Norse mythology or something. It's like one of Loki's like monster children. I'm not like super familiar with it, but it's basically like you were saying the other day, it's kind of like a Wendigo, but it's like a elephant elk thing made out of like human and like elk parts kind of. So creepy. Oh, I don't remember if I told you this specifically, but I got phasmophobia, so maybe we do like a spooky hangout one of these days, Cryptid. How's that sound? Oh, and also, since nobody is going to volunteer, I guess, I want to know what everybody's like go-to like thing they bring to the table at the holidays is, because I'm like fiending for this Midwest salad that's made out of like cranberries and apples and walnuts and celery for some reason. And it's got like some sort of red jello in it, but it's like more substantial than just jello. Maybe it's like jello with like some sort of whip topping or whatever. I don't know what it's called, so I can't make it or demand it of my other I think my friends from Minnesota. I think is that the one at the top? I get Michigan, Minnesota, and Missouri all mixed up. Rice Krispies. Oh, nice. Hubby makes a really good Rice Krispie. He does like a gourmet one, where he does like a salted caramel, and he does a s'mores one, which is my favorite. My aunt is obsessed with the salted caramel one, so when she displeases me, I withhold those from her because I'm a bit of a bitch. I think my cousin likes the one where he does like a fruity pebble one, but that one's like a little too lemony for me. But yeah, you can't really go wrong with like some nice homemade Rice Krispies. Those are tasty. Like the crunch, it's hard to get a good crunch out of food. It's a very pleasant texture. Ooh, what'd you get it? Drop it in the Discord. I want to see it. I'm doing tattoo research, so I might swipe it for a book character. No. Oh, I forgot I had that. Hold on. I guess I have to have a mirror to change my outfit. I was gonna be a spooky ghost cat wandering around, but... You drop it in the Discord? Yeah, you've been getting, like... You doing Inktober on yourself, Cryptid? That's crazy. Oh, I see. There's a new update on my phone. Lame. Not excited for that. I feel like all of these updates are just, like, fucking up my... November 9th. Oh, that must have been the church guy. Okay. They got some crazy, gigantic order for pies up at the shop, and I totally missed that email because of all of this stuff. Oh, cool. We hit 10,000 views on the YouTube. Nice. That's awesome, you guys. Thank you for that. Oh, cool. I like how you don't fill a lot of your tattoos in so you can color them. I love coloring in tattoos. I dated this one guy with nautical star tattoos, which don't judge me. My roommate's girlfriend was convinced that he looked exactly like my roommate, and I'm like, he looks like my roommate in the way that every brunette dude maybe could kind of look the same, but no. And he had these giant nautical star tattoos, and he's like, yo, I'm not looking for anything serious. I'm like, buddy. I feel like you sort of led with that, but I always like to do like different color patterns and stuff on those. Oh, that'll be cool. Yeah, I think blacked out tattoos are pretty neat. I think so far, I don't know. I think what I'm gonna do in the future is I'm probably just going to do like temporary tattoos, because I feel like I change my mind too much, you know what I mean? And I like the anonymity of not having visible tattoos, but I don't know. Maybe I could also do sort of like more of like a Yakuza sort of thing where everything's just kind of hidden, because nobody knows that I'm tatted up now. And I say tatted up, I have one tattoo. But it's decent size. It's like that big. Like, is that like a 5x6, something like that? 12 tattoo. Yeah, I like that. My cousin's getting like patchwork tattoos all over the place, which is very Gen Z of her and drives me fucking crazy. Um, Call me old fashioned, but I like when people like stick to a theme. You know what I mean? I like when they have like a cohesive like pattern to them, kind of. Like they don't need to be like all Pokemon tattoos or whatever, but like, oh, I guess I don't need to climb up there to get that, but 12th tattoo, nice. So is your when you get your hands blacked out, is that going to be your 13th? Would that be considered your 13th, or would it be 13th tattoo when you get the stuff over it? Because that would be like the complete tattoo. My uncle's tatted up too, and I think he's crazy. He gets like tattoos on his hands and stuff too, which I'm like, that's nuts. It's like the hardest place to like maintain a tattoo. I think I want to say he has a lip tattoo too, but I can't remember. I keep teasing my aunt to get her, I'm like, tramp stamps are back in. You gotta go back in. Yeah, it's gonna cost a lot. I think if I got more work done, I'd go to Vegas and get it done. I think I'd just fly out and get them. I've always wanted to have, like, a big, like, you know, body-long tattoo, but I feel like if you, like, really, like, put gun to head about it and ask me, like, oh, do you want, like, a body-long tattoo, or do you want, like, 3 goats and a goose? I'd be like, fuck. I guess 3 goats and a goose is gonna have to do it. You know what I mean? And if I get, like, a goat or a goose or whatever that is, like, a nice cream color, I think I would paint them. I think I would get, like, a natural, like, beetroot sort of thing, and I would paint on them. I think that'll be fun to do. You guys hold me to that. I will do that. I'll, like, draw a dragon on the side of my goat or something. Oh, that's crazy. That was an invisible one. But yeah, tattoos cost a lot. Oh, tattoo I like creepy goth because nice. Yeah, see, like, you kind of stick to a theme. I like that. You know, I feel like when people just have, like, a bunch of random shit all over the place, it's, like, crazy. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm a bit of a bigot, but if you have, like, 6 different styles of tattoo that, like, don't have any kind of connection to them, like, and I mean connection in, like, you know, one of them's a crab, and one of them's, like, an airplane, and one of them's, you know, well, fuck, I guess even that's, like, a travel theme. But if you've got something from the ocean and something, well, no, because that would also be a landscape. It's hard to choose tattoos that, like, wouldn't have any kind of connection. But if you're just, I guess, like I said, if you're just, like, getting, like, weird gumball tattoos and stuff like that, where it's just, like, the random whatever, or if you're being, like, the tattoo apprentice and just getting random weird shit on you, I judge you hardcore about that. That's just how I am. You know what I mean? Maybe it's the autism. I just like patterns. If you don't have a recognizable pattern to the stuff that you're putting on your body permanently, I just don't trust you. Like, that's crazy to me. That's like a level of chaos that, like, I can't abide. I also have a bit of a bitchy phrase I used to say all the time where it's like, not a big fan of girls with neck tattoos, like, specifically. I used to say, there's nothing a girl with a neck tattoo needs to say that I need to hear. And so far that's continued to be the case, but, I mean, I'll still listen. It doesn't mean I need to hear it. Because I, too, have a little bit of scumbag in me. One of my favorite girls would tell that, too. She's about to be a mom. I'm really excited about that for her. She moved into the woods, and she's getting to, like, live her, like, feral witch life, and I love that for her. You know what I mean? She sends me pictures of her chickens. We vibe about that. Love that for her. Her sister is like a Louisiana like bayou type of witch, which is pretty cool. She's in like Gatorville. I don't think I could live in the South because I think that I would commandeer too much of the wildlife. No, no, I want that. Oh, damn it. I like the little Hello Kitty bees. Those are cute. Because like pretty much all of hubby's tattoos are either, well, I think for the most part they're all like, you know, quasi like Asian themed at least. There's a couple of them that aren't. I'd get those ones covered though. Is it? Is that all she want to do is just give me like a little crate? Oh, they're gonna tell us the story again? Okay. Nice. Oh, nice. Close those out. We had kind of like an Aurora Borealis here the other day too, which was really cool. I got a lot of good pictures. Well, I say I, but my roommate got all the pictures. She has a pretty decent low light camera actually. I have to make those into some cool stream banners for you guys because those are so pretty. Anytime we get like any sort of Aurora thing, it just reminds me of the radioactive wolves in the Long Dark. I'm all spooked. Like, oh no. Hope there's not like some hope there's not some radioactive wolf wishing to do me harm, you know what I mean? Also, has anybody else's feed been like completely like inundated with dispatch clips? Like I'm getting slowly radicalized into playing a game that I feel like I already know like 80% of the plot line to, which makes me want to play it more. But what I really want is a Wolf Among Us 2 to come out. Like I want the Wolf Among Us 2 come out. I want to continue the legacy of the burly wolf detective. Like, and I'm so like, I'm like so gassed on like superheroes, I guess. Like I'm just like superheroes are just like so tired of me. Yeah, it looks, I'm not gonna lie, it looks fun, but it looks fun because it's all the same people that did a good job on The Wolf Among Us. Basically, you know, I suspect, and this is my own opinion right now, this is not fact, so just keep that in mind if you're gonna clip this, I guess, and make me look like I'm violating an NDA or something. So, basically, Telltale, there's like a Team A and a Team B in Telltale, I guess, and Team A, oh, nice. Yeah, see, there's nothing wrong with flash tats as long as it's like kind of like thematic, you know what I mean? But yeah, so there's Team A and Team B over at Telltale, right? And Team A is crushing it. They're like killing it. they're just smashing through deadlines, right? And then there's Team B, who I suspect is just spending their money on strippers and blow. And then Team A is like, hey, we gotta go forward, blah, blah, blah. And Team B is like, whoa, bro, like, fucking chill out. Like, what are we doing here? And Team A is like, what do you mean what are we doing here? Like, we're fucking making a game. Like, we're already to the, like, you know, cinematics of this story. Like, come on. Like, let's release this game so we can, like, do other shit and continue to, like, rake in the cash. And then Team B was like, nah, bro, like, you're doing too much. Why do I look familiar? I don't know. It could be any number of things. Did you join a cult recently? Do you wanna? But yeah, and they were like, oh, I don't wanna, like, harsh the vibe. Let's just, like, slow down. And then Team A was like, alright, well, I guess do this on your own timeline. We're gonna, like, peace out and do our own thing. And then they decided to, yeah, I said what I said. So then they went over and they decided to create ad hoc games. And then that's how we ended up with Dispatch, but it looks fun. They did a really good job on it. But I want a Wolf Among Us 2. You know what I mean? The heart wants what the heart wants. Whee! What's the cult about? Well, that's the thing. The cult... Wait, what am I talking about? Oh, I was talking about the game Telltale and why I suspect a Wolf Among Us 2 was so massively delayed. And I suspect it's because they, like, I want to say it was the Ant Simulator game is what I got a notification on. They said the Ant Simulator game got delayed because they spent all the money on strippers and blow. Okay, it's in general. Yes. But I gotta check in on the cult. We're looking at some cats. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we saw some of these. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I like that a lot of those can be filled in. They're just like line work. That's cool. I wonder, is that a cat cult? Yikes. Bro, chill. Okay. If you're harsh in the vibe, I'm gonna have to boo you. But no, it's not a cat cult. I just have cats. No, basically we read, we play games, we do fitness stuff. I just posted a bunch of recipes and stuff in the group chat too. Yeah. I mean, if you don't get down like that, you know, that's your business, but why would anyone boot me? Well, if you can't behave, don't harsh the vibe. Yoink. I might have to make this a bug cult, you guys. Oh, damn it. Stepped on another one of those. They're more like landmines than they are like game tiles. I also forgot what button runs. Yeah, Stranger Things would be kind of a fun Telltale. But only after they complete A Wolf Among Us. I will accept nothing less than them totally completing A Wolf Among Us. I need that burly detective in my life badly. Have you seen the show? Yeah, I've seen Stranger Things. Let's see. I stopped watching it, though. How many seasons are there? Yeah, there's a ton of seasons of this. I want to say I stopped watching Stranger Things. Let's see. If I recall, Stranger Things, she's in a cabin. So 11 is in a cabin with, like, her, like, detective dad or whatever, and he's complaining, because she wants to leave, and she, like, oh, hell yeah. Yeah, get a Mothman tattoo. Absolutely. This is heartbreaking. Yeah, she was in the cabin and she wanted to leave, and he was like, don't leave. And then she leaves and gets in trouble because they just, like, I guess, defeated some sort of, like, lab situation or whatever. I can't remember what season that was. Is that, like, season 2 or season 3? I have these, like, yeah. Yeah, what season is that? And then the one girl, is at the mall, and I want to say there's, like, the lifeguard that's, like, smashing moms or something like that. I remember that. Season 2. Yeah, so I guess I stopped at about season 2. I feel like Stranger Things is a show series best enjoyed in a group setting. You know what I mean? It's not really like a sit and binge like yourself type of thing. I think back in the day, like, my roommate was obsessed with that. Because, like, I got behind on a lot of stuff. Like, right now I'm currently super behind on at least 2 of the podcasts that well, no, 4 of the podcasts I listen to, and an ARC read. But I did publish 2 books, though, so at least I, like, you know, I complete a task, but then a couple of the other tasks, like, fall behind the wayside. And I can't really, like, consume too much media if I'm going to, like, create media, I guess. That is the trade-off. A bit of a Faustian bargain, if you will. Can't get into podcasts, I just fall asleep. Oh, yeah, I like podcasts because it's kind of like, there's this concept called body doubling. So I can do pretty much any task if I just have, like, a drone of, like, nonsense in the background, kind of. It has to be a very particular cadence of nonsense. What kind do I listen to? Ones that would probably get me in trouble. No, I think I'm, like, 2, 3 episodes behind on the Boys Cast. I like the Boys Cast. And then, actually, funny enough, one of the hosts of the Boys Cast, Daniel Polishek, had my computer guy onto his. That was pretty fun. He was talking about, I want to say he was talking about Hyperborea or something like that. He's a cool dude. He's going to be the one that I have probably, either him or my buddy Elite, is going to help me build my PC when I get a house. And then I'll have, like, I'll have a better office studio space. We can do a little bit more with that. Series of a third kind. Okay. Put that in the book recommendations so I don't forget it, because eventually I'll hit a lull, as is the nature of these things. I'll be at a point where I'm supposed to be doing marketing and advertising, and I'll be doing that instead, and then I'll have that to look back on. Old podcasts. No, I used to have my own podcast also. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm multi-streaming right now. I'm on Twitch and Kick. Yeah, you pretty much have to multi-stream now. There's not, like, one really, like, designated conspiracy. I don't remember which one I was watching. I want to say I was watching Wendigoon a while ago. He did, oh, was it Wendigoon? Let me see here. Podcast. I've got a ton of them in here. Oh, where's it on? I think I have last podcast left on here too. Yeah, last podcast on the left, Dungeons and Daddies, I Seduce the Dragon, Homestead Education. Although in like a farming aspect and stuff like that though, like I kind of like for the most part, I'm kind of already like an intermediate knowledge in all of those things, so I find it hard to find something that's like revolutionary. Like the fact that we haven't optimized chicken coops yet is crazy to me. Oh, I want some of those. What are those, catfish? Give me some of that. Need some of those catfish. We're breaking up. I'm just kidding. You know that trope of like, oh, they can't hear me. There we go. A quagfish. That's hilarious. But yeah, if you're new here, I stream generally every Monday and Friday, like 8 to 2-ish. However, I am doing a Muay Thai tournament on Saturday pretty early, so I'm going to have to do probably a shorter stream on Friday, so this is a little bonus stream. Video and audio keep tackle. Weird. Let me check my frame rates. Oh, what? Oh, hold on, that'd be my internet. There it goes. See. Elon Musk needs to stop clapping autistic chicks and, like, screw up Starlink. Fix some of the bugs on that. Oh, wait, I probably also still have a browser source going. That's probably upsetting it. There we go. There we go. Oh, both of the orange boys are sleepy. Also, in regards to your earlier comments about, like, bleh, cats or whatever, I'm gonna put you on game real quick. I have never heard a guy, dissing on cats and had that get him any scrap of pussy. Just letting you know. Because I feel like that's, like, a cultural thing, right? Like, I mean, I grew up in, like, rural Idaho, and everybody's like, oh, hate cats, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, I don't know, like, I'm not generally a fan of dogs, but I'm not going around telling girls, like, oh, I fucking hate dogs, they're terrible. Like, because, and maybe this is just the autism, so I'll put you on game right now. Telling girls that you don't like the things that they like is generally not, like, the best course of action. Which I know, I had to learn that through trial and error a little bit, too, so I'm gonna save you a couple of steps on that. You love cats? Oh, okay, perfect, perfect. Must have just misinterpreted you on account of the autism. But yeah, I had one of my homies that was like, oh, I hate cats or whatever. Like, and we would go to tournaments, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna have one of these other mongrels just like beat the tar out of you, and then we're gonna have a little come to Jesus moment about it. And it's like this dude is like, ugh. I feel like if he just like spoke like 20% less than he does, his life would be like 60% better. You know what I mean? Because like every like probably about fifth dialogue option he picks is just wrong. Like it's just a bad one. Ah, breaking up. Yeah, that's gotta be my internet. Let's do. Oh, we only have 4% drop frames. That's not too bad at all. Oh, yikes about the Colt part. Nah, Colts are good. Colts get a bad rap because when you think of Colts, you're thinking of like, drink the Kool-Aid type of shit. But, Colts are basically just like a group of people of a like mind. You know what I mean? I would say like a good, I don't know, like a good 10% at least of the cult is us just like all liking goth chicks probably. And I think that's a decent part of the cult. Are you live streaming from my phone's Wi-Fi? No, I'm not live streaming from my phone's Wi-Fi. I have Starlink, and so sometimes Elon Musk just likes to test me. Yeah, there for a bit, when I was trying to get out of Iron in League of Legends, I had like a pretty consistent like 3 a.m. sign-off time because that's when all of the satellite internet would just like tweak. I mean, I don't really identify as goth, but I think a lot of my coworkers would probably disagree. Like, what is it? A little Jersey calls me all the time. I think he calls me like a pastel goth, which I feel like defeats the whole purpose of if you were goth. But I think a lot of people just confuse like goth for being like a bit of a downer. Like, I kind of have like some gallows humor about me. So I could see where I could see where they would make the connection. But no, I don't do like the pale makeup and stuff like that. I just am nocturnal, that's why I'm pale. What am I doing with these lotus blossoms? I have a ton of them, but I'm not really sure what their purpose is. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's mostly me showing off how much I know about animals. And also, um, luring in goth chicks, probably. I feel like the crazy part is, too, like over 70% of my audience is male. It's just wild to me. That doesn't make any sense. I can't imagine why you guys like listening to me yap, but I'll take it, you know what I mean? I'm not complaining. Audio's getting worse. Yeah, that's crazy. Maybe we can fix that. It could just be a mic issue. I'm also terrible at tech, so I plug this into this, and then this into that. Maybe that will solve the problem. Because how many hours has it been? Nope. Turn this back on. Oh no. Come on, just be cool. Oh. Maybe Discord will work? Oh no. I have. This is the other thing about doing all this from a laptop, is that like, I don't have enough ports. Or is it the cord that it dislikes? Maybe the cord it dislikes. I guess since I'm not using my mouse, I could probably just unplug that. It's a real duct tape operation until I get my permanent setup. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it was the port I was using. And the moment we went away from like DVD-ROMs, they really like took as many things out of a laptop as they possibly could. Although I am about like desktop supremacy. I feel like laptops are sold as this like saving grace, but you can pretty much do nothing with them before they overheat, and they don't have as much storage capacity. And yeah, you can pack them around, but like, you know, if they're really if they're like a laptop that's worth its shit, it's gonna be heavy. Like, I hate packing this thing around. It's ridiculous. I used to have to take it to conventions and stuff like that, and it was not fun. Like, I miss it both times. Crazy. Alright, let's see what Hello Kitty's got in here for me. Words cutting out every other word. That's crazy. Oh, hold on. I think I know what it might be. Okay. Alright. Is that better? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay. Yeah, it tends to do that. I don't know what its deal is. See. Which, may I ask which YouTube you're on? Are you on the author one or are you on the regular one? Are you on Riley Byrd or ByrdFlockOfficial right now? Not better now? Yeah, this is part of why I should get a new PC. This one's like a decade old, so I think it's doing pretty good, but which YouTube are you on, Reed? Yeah, I probably just have my noise gate turned on. There we go. I had my noise canceling on too. No, come back, I want... Oh. I wanted that one. Make relief. Oh. Yeah, so I have two YouTubes. I have just kind of my general, like, dinking around one. and that one's going to be Riley ByrdFlockOfficial. And that is because that is the original YouTube that I grew to like 100 followers first, basically, and so that's the one that YouTube lets me live stream on. And then the other one I have is ByrdFlockOfficial, ByrdFlockOfficial, and that one is going to be like exclusively like book author stuff. And I think I'm on both of those live right now, but the author one is vertical only. So it would help me determine which one of them is lagging, which is probably the horizontal one that's lagging. Oh, yeah. I don't know why that one would be lagging then. Let me restart. 1 sec.